Can we do it? No, we can't.
Lily,
Can we visit? No, we can't.
Ani, Yumi, Jane, and Puppy, and all the rest.
Junior or Jane?
Oh, sorry.
Can we do it?
Junior, and all the rest.
You do that, Ashley. We'll sit here not bothering even listening to a recorder, and you just do your whatever crap you need to do.
Where am I? Hey, where did everybody go?
You wrote that story.
What?
It's your turn.
Oh, yeah, I'm not done with it yet.
Yeah, they're in another world.
Brian and Ricky.
They get sucked into another world.
Oh, another script that gets people stuck.
I'm sexy.
This is my Ricky and Brian story. I have 73 pages. So far.
Pretty.
Okay, they got sucked into either the Bleach world or Naruto world.
You didn't know, well, you don't know Bleach.
They got, not really.
Let's do Naruto world.
Okay, so they get sucked into the Naruto world.
You didn't know I've been writing this?
For about 20 minutes.
I didn't know that. I just figured out.
Yep, I've been writing this since.
Actually, I'm gonna erase all the rest and just make them the stars.
Okay, Ricky and Brian.
I'm gonna erase all the rest and make them the stars. Alright.
Because they're my two favorite characters. If you want to read it sometime when I type it up, you can.
Okay.
Would you like that? Right? You can't. I don't think you'd be able to read my handwriting. Very messy. Oh God.
Okay, I'm gonna get.
Kind of confusing. Based off my own ideas and also those two characters. I have 3 stories that I wrote about those two so far. Can you, alright, how about you erase that a little more?
Yeah, okay.
So that erasing, that's not erasing, that's just scribbling when you erase that. You need to write it so I can understand it, or I won't be able to read it.
Okay.
What do you expect? He's Greg. He's Greg.
Oh, thanks. Thanks, Jamie.
Anytime.
Oh, God.
I was
Lily is L-I-L-L-I.
L-I-L-L-I.
Yeah, I-E. I would put I-E. I hate putting Y. I hate the letter Y.
Yeah.
So I put I-E in.
You know, it can be L-I.
Yeah, the way I spell it is I-E.
Okay.
Lily.
I mean.
Lily. Can you turn it around a little bit, Edith, so I can read it? What's that saying?
This is Ami.
I know that's on.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages,
What, you mean when the
we'll
break
be in Mr. Durkin's room for the next 5 minutes.
For what?
You'll find out when we get there.
I know this is...
Mr. Wetzel.
Ow.
Apparently there's a meeting.
Hey guys. Yes, all of you.
Wonder what this is about.
Rabbit's foot, though. I heard rabbit's foot's very lucky. Not lucky for the rabbit.
Speaking of feet, mine still hurts. I guess I'm gonna sit here. It's a meeting.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, we have a quick meeting, so whatever you're doing, please put it away. Or on hold. So Mike, you and Alex can get
My back is brand Ashley.
Were you serious about what you said about Jose? What?
I think it's a KP show called Very Regrets Peaceful Day.
Okay.
It's even worse than No Drama.
So, guys,
Yeah.
before Mr. Klein talks, this is going to lead into it. Do you know how sometimes the group that goes up for lunch, I say, hypothetically, if there is a lockdown, what do we do?
Huh? What are you talking about?
What the group that goes up to the cafeteria at lunchtime, sometimes in the hallway.
I know what you mean, yeah.
You know, we say hypothetically means, for instance, if the alarm went off, what would we do?
Oh, I know.
Well, do you guys remember us having this conversation?
Drop your lunch and leave.
Drop your lunch and leave?
Mhm.
That's about right. Unless you're on your way back, you can put this stuff down and head out. So this is in regards to that topic. You want to add anything here?
Yes. That's why I noticed the poster once talking about what to do in a lockdown while you're in the hall, like try to hide behind a door thing so that way if someone comes by they won't see you, then switch to the other side. I think I saw that once.
Well, have we practiced any of the lockdowns yet this year?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so. Nope.
No.
Mr. T, has your room?
Yeah.
All right. So Mr. T's homeroom has. So this is actually good. This is actually a good discussion to have then. There are posted, at least in the office, and in most of the classrooms, there should be this lockdown procedure. If you're not familiar with it, actually maybe that's something that Ms. Schmaltz and I will talk about in group this week. Other than Mr. T's class and some of the people from last year, probably not real familiar with it. So, I'll make sure I talk to Ms. Schmaltz about going over that, and maybe we can talk to the staff about practicing in the other homerooms. But in regards to that whole topic, Mr. Klein is going to share something with you regarding that. Right about that?
Okay, you guys, between now and Christmas vacation, I've been informed by the principal that they are going to do another practice lockdown. All right? But, this is very important, this lockdown is going to be done while people are changing classes. In a public school, when you're changing classes and there's a lockdown, the rule is that a student goes into the closest room possible. In other words, we're going to have Franklin High School students that are probably going to end up in our classrooms. Right? You have to be able to deal with that. If you think you're not going to be able to deal with that, you need to tell your teachers or Mr. Wetzel now in the next day so that we can work with you on that, because it is not an option. Kids need to be allowed to come into our classrooms. The same thing if you're in the cafeteria and there's a lockdown and you're coming back, you do not come back to these classrooms. You go into the first classroom that you can find. It's scary stuff to talk about, but it's reality. There may be somebody in the school trying to hurt you. You are not to be in the halls. Can't answer any questions yet, Beatrice. Okay? So when this happens, we're going to know it's a lockdown because the noise that they make when the classes change regularly, that buzzing sound that we hear, right? Not the fire alarm, but the buzzer that goes off, that is going to go off, but it's going to go off for a long time. It's not going to go off for just a few seconds. It's going to go off and it's going to continue to go off. So if you're in the classrooms, you stay in the classroom. If other kids come into the classrooms, you need to sit respectfully, quietly, and follow the procedures of the lockdown. If people aren't familiar with what the lockdown procedures are, then the homeroom teachers need to go over that with everybody, probably tomorrow morning, because I do not know when this is going to happen. It could happen tomorrow. It could happen a week and a half from now. They're not going to tell me. They're just saying that it's going to happen between now and Christmas vacation. All right? So if you have questions, you need to talk to your teachers, you need to talk to Mr. Wetzel about it, all right? And remember that there may be some kids from the public school, from the regular classes and stuff, that come into our rooms. You're supposed to treat them respectfully. They will treat you respectfully. You're not to talk. You're not to have conversations. Lockdowns, you're supposed to be quiet. So it's not a social time. It's not a time to get to know people. It's a time to sit and be safe. Okay?
Who do they expect is going to come in here and, like, possibly murder or
Well, why
rape
don't you
a child?
answer that? Why don't you answer that? I mean, what would be a possibility?
I mean, like, a terrorist? I doubt it.
Possible.
I doubt it.
You doubt it, but it's
Or
possible.
a rapist.
Okay?
How about just a school shooting?
It is probably more. So you guys, I'm not gonna listen to you guys telling about how many people are gonna get murdered and stuff, because that's not really what this is about. A lockdown is